The gift of presence. Hiroshi Yamamoto's lesson on the power of being there. In the tranquil village at the foot of a majestic mountain, Hiroshi Yamamoto, the revered elder, was known for his deep wisdom and compassionate heart. One of the most cherished stories about Hiroshi was not just a lesson, but a lived experience that showcased the profound impact of simply being present for others. Many years ago, a young man named Takeshi moved to the village. Takeshi was a skilled craftsman, but had recently experienced a string of personal failures. He had lost his job in the city, his fiancée had left him, and he felt utterly defeated. Seeking solace, Takeshi decided to start anew in the quiet village, hoping to find peace and perhaps a new purpose. However, the weight of his past still clung to him. Despite the village's serene beauty and the kind-heartedness of its residents, Takeshi felt isolated and unable to connect. He spent most of his days alone, working on small projects but finding little joy in them. One evening, Hiroshi noticed Takeshi sitting by the river, staring blankly at the flowing water. The elder approached and sat beside him in silence, simply sharing the space without saying a word. Takeshi, initially uncomfortable, eventually found a strange comfort in Hiroshi's quiet presence. After a long while, Hiroshi spoke softly. The river flows continuously, adapting to the stones and obstacles in its path. It does not stop because of a rock. It finds a way around it, becoming stronger and more beautiful. Takeshi, intrigued by the elder's words, opened up about his struggles. He poured out his heart, speaking of his failures, his lost love, and his feelings of inadequacy. Hiroshi listened intently, his eyes filled with empathy and understanding. When Takeshi finished, Hiroshi placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Your past is like the stones in the river," he said. "They may shape your journey, but they do not define your path. By being present, accepting, and moving forward, you can find new strength and purpose." Inspired by Hiroshi's words, Takeshi began to see his situation differently. He started participating in village activities, gradually building connections with the other villagers. Hiroshi continued to support him, often sitting with him in silence, offering a steady presence that provided Takeshi with a sense of security and belonging. Over time, Takeshi's craftsmanship flourished. He created beautiful wooden sculptures that reflected his journey of healing and growth. His work became well known, not just in the village but beyond, symbolizing resilience and the beauty of starting anew. One day, as Takeshi unveiled a particularly intricate sculpture at the village festival, he looked out at the crowd and saw Hiroshi standing quietly at the back, a proud smile on his face. Takeshi realized that it was not just the elder's words that had helped him, but his unwavering presence and silent support. Taking the stage, Takeshi addressed the villagers. "This sculpture represents my journey, and it would not have been possible without the presence of someone who believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself. Hiroshi taught me that sometimes, the greatest gift we can give is simply to be there for one another." The crowd erupted in applause, and Hiroshi nodded modestly, his heart filled with pride and joy. His lesson on the power of presence had not only transformed Takeshi's life but had also reinforced the importance of community and support within the village. From that day on, Hiroshi's story became a cherished tale, reminding everyone that sometimes, the most profound impact comes not from grand gestures or elaborate words, but from the simple act of being there for one another, sharing in the silence, and offering unwavering support.